Hey everyone, so now people that are even supposed to be of the scientific mind have a scientific background. I mean, if you've gone into the medical field, you've had to go through a long process of education. And there should be a large basis of scientific knowledge that's the foundation for your education. Yet, these people today seem to be more than willing to forego their intellect, their reason, their morals and ethics, and instead use raw emotion as a means to side with big government and lay political cover for disarming large portions of the population needlessly and for no reason, because they haven't done anything wrong. If you're a gun owner in Canada, you've already had to go through an amazing amount of bullshit just to even get your license to possess a firearm in this country. You've had to go through a criminal background check. I mean, you've been placed under the microscope, and you have to go through that every day throughout your life, and as long as you maintain or retain that possession to own a firearm. And as we all know, the statistics, it's not like these doctors should know this. I mean, these are the people that deal with them. Statistics has shown time and time again that it's criminals or people that get guns through the illegal means that are the ones that perpetrate gun crimes, or the majority of gun crimes in this country. So you cannot, and I mean anyone that even has even the slightest bit of intellect, and you're an adult, understands that you just can't legislate morality. No one has ever been able to do it in the past, and you're sure shit not going to be able to do it in the future. Humans don't function that way. The criminal mind, or the mind of someone that's going to act out violently with criminal intent, they're not sitting there thinking of, oh, but shoot, it's illegal to do this. Maybe I shouldn't do it. No. A criminal mind, someone in that state of mind, is not thinking what's considered legal or ethical or moral. And for people that, like I say, are at the highest echelons of education, formal education in this country, for them to put forth this kind of narrative tells me that, once again, they're just siding and cozying up the big government. Well, the government does sign their paycheck, right? That's the problem with having a socialized system in this country, is everyone, when you have a whole large portion of the population beholden to big government for their livelihood, for the paycheck, for their income, that chances are they'll probably align with big government, even when it's a detriment to individual rights, freedom, and liberty. Headline on the CTV News, Winnipeg, doctors call for handgun ban across Canada. It's being reported April 2nd, 2019. Some Winnipeg doctors are joining a growing movement to call for a ban on handguns across Canada, citing it as a public health crisis. Winnipeg emergency room physician Dr. Alex Chokhanov is among them. He told CTV News gun-related deaths are happening more frequently, not just related to gangs, but also in domestic violence situations, suicides, and incidents involving children. This is something we see in emergency departments all the time. It is a risk to our patients in a variety of contexts that are quite separate from what most people perceive to be the main risk. Chokhanov said, "It's horrible. Tighter gun ownership regulations might happen in Canada if Bill C-71 passes, but the grassroots group Canadian Doctors for Protection from Guns said it doesn't go far enough. The group is calling for a ban on handguns and assault weapons. They are holding a national day of action Wednesday. Winnipeg Revolver and Pistol Association President Brendan Romich said a ban would miss the point. A ban on handguns would be like if you're trying to fix drunk driving by banning all cars and the ability for people to drive, he said. Romich says he believes current gun laws are fair and responsible gun owners like women and sports people aren't the problem. He said the rights should be protected. That's another thing. All those people, see, they're trying to use women, right, as the excuse. Oh, domestic violence, a woman that's being, what, shot by their husband? Most of the time, the guy just has to use his physical fucking prowess, right? The woman might be able to defend herself, though, if she has access to a handgun. So once again, the doctor's playing this emotional-based shit, like pretend like they're standing in defense of women or children, but in reality, it might be women, wives, or mothers that would have access to a handgun to protect themselves in just such a situation. So once again, like I say, the fact that they're using appeal to your emotions to lay cover for a political initiative, which is to disarm a large subsection of the Canadian population of people who have never done anything wrong to anyone, right? You're using preemptive force towards people that may very well be the victims of some of these criminals that they're not going to listen to your laws. these women that you care about, you know, they might be the ones that will say, oh shit, I'm not allowed to have guns, so I better go hand it off to government. You basically disarm those people and prevent them from having any capacity or ability to defend themselves against the criminal that says, I don't give a fuck about your laws. I'm going to be a criminal anyways. I'm going to do what I want to do anyways because, yeah, laws don't matter much to criminals or people who have criminal intent. We want to be just as safe as everyone else does. We want safe streets. We want safe homes. We want all those things. We want the same things everyone else does, and we want to work towards making that happen, Ronich said. Chalkanoff said he thinks gun-related injuries and deaths are similar to other health issues like smoking or reckless driving. He supports a ban on handguns and assault rifles. They have no constructive place in our society, and they hurt and maim and kill our patients, and we want to protect our patients from them, Chalkanoff said. So once again, and this is what government does. See, they'll use the emotional pleas of people like this, like I say, to lay political cover for them, to infringe on your inherent rights and freedoms to defend yourself. People seem to keep falling for this shit. I don't know. I just can't understand why. Well, yeah, I can. Actually, sorry. I do understand. All your thought leaders, those in academia, politics, and in the media, are all dumbing you down to the point where you're just going to be compliant, conformist, complacent serfs to a ruling class. And I guess you're just going to bend and yield morality and ethics to people that, trust me, there's nothing about these people that are moral or ethical. I mean, they are the representation of the big, gigantic gun room. These are people that go into positions where they want to use preemptive, well, especially from the political realm, those who work for government, that want to use preemptive force as an ultimate means to their end. And you want to give even more power to these people. These are the people that are truly evil and vile. You're not, that's the thing. Are Canadians asking to disarm the corrupt or evil police forces or mindless order followers that maintain this very authoritarian regime or this very authoritarian structure that now dominates Canadian culture? Nope. No, they just want to disarm innocent people who have not caused harm to anybody. Like I say, folks, these people are authoritarian in nature. Make no mistake about it. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.